Today we are going to discuss about a new topic, that is function. Now, a function can be defined as a group of statements with one common name and it's mainly used to make large programs manageable. And the process of breaking large programs into smaller subprograms is called modularization. So what is a function? If we have a large program, we can make that program manageable by dividing it into subprograms. Those subprograms are called functions. Okay, so this is the structure. See, this is our main program. Now, within this curly bracket, we have the code of the main program. Now, in between there is a function call. So we have seen label goto, right? Now, when we encounter goto, what will happen? The control will get transferred to a label which is not in that sequence. Similarly, when there is a function call, the control will go to that particular function. Okay, now this function is also similar to this. There will be a function definition and within that there will be body of function. After executing this function completely, the program control will return to the statement after the function call. So we will understand this in detail when we go to program. So functions can be mainly classified into two, which are built-in functions and user-defined functions. Built-in function, as the name implies, it is already defined in C++ header library. Examples are clear screen, getch, exit0, etc. That is why whenever you want to use this, we will include that header file. For C in, C out, we have stdio.h. For exit0, we'll use process.h, like that. Now user defined functions. These functions are created by programmer for particular requirement. The user defined functions have mainly three parts: function definition, function declaration and function call. Now we will see in detail each of them. First is function definition. Now function definition, it will consist of a header part and a body part. And the header, it will specify the return type, function name and parameter list. We'll see what are this in detail. So the header and body is the main two parts of a function definition. In that, header will consist of return type, function name and parameter list. Now, what is this return type? Return type means after the execution of function, if there is any result, that result will have a data type, right? That data type will write here return type. So return type specifies the data type of value returned back to the caller statement. And if there is no value to be returned, we will mention the data type to be void. If we do not represent it as void, the compiler will take it as default as integer data type. That is specified in this sentence. Now, this is the syntax. Return type, function name, then parameter list within symbol bracket. This is the header. Now this is the function body. The function body is written within curly brackets and there will be lines of code. Okay. Now this parameter list or argument list, it is a comma separated list of variables, also known as arguments of the function. Okay, there will be a list of variables which will be separated by comma. Now they supply data to the function from the calling statement, that is argument list. Now function can be returned without any parameters. Okay. Now a data type of each parameter must be declared separately. Now, this is an example of a function. So, the return type of this function is float, that is, the result is float. Now, volume is the name of the function, and this is the parameter list. It takes three parameters: integer parameter A, floating point data type B, and integer data type C. Now, this is the body of the function. Here we are declaring a variable v to be a floating point data type. Then v equal to a into b into c. From where did we get a, b, c? From this parameter list. Return v. This volume is returned. So as it is of data type float, we have specified the return type here as float. Okay. Now function declaration. Syntax of function declaration is return type, function name, parameter list. So there is no body. In function definition we had body, there is no body. One more difference is here there is a semicolon at the end. Now we know what is declaration, right? If we are saying int a, it means that a is a integer data type. Similarly, why we use this function declaration is we want to to make it known to the compiler that we are using a particular function in our program, and this is the function. So what is the return type, what is the function name, and what are the arguments it is taking, and it will declare at the end of declaration we use the semicolon. Now function call. Okay, so whenever we want to execute the function, we should call the function. How we will call the function is simply write the function name and call by using the parameters. For example, we have written volume function. So when I want to execute volume, I will write the function name volume with parameters lbh. In the previous slide we represented as ABC. Same, it is here I am giving the parameter names as L, B and H. Okay. Now this is a simple program to print cube of a given number. Okay. So these are our header files. This is the main program and main function, clear screen. Now float cube float semicolon. So this is our function declaration. Our function name is cube. Okay, it returns a data of data type float, and we have to give a data the parameter of data type float. Then I am declaring two floating type variables, float x and y. Enter the number. See in x. X is a floating point variable, so x is received, y equal to cube x. See, this is the function call. Function name, then I am passing the argument, then calling the function. Okay, and the result of that function is assigned to the variable y. The cube will return one value, and that value is assigned to y. And see out cube of the number is y. Whatever value is returned by this cube, it will be displayed here. Okay, get ch close. So our main function closes here. Now our function cube is defined here. Float, that is return type. Cube function name float a, this is the argument. Now within curly bracket float n, I am declaring a variable n of data type float, n equal to a into a into a. Here I am finding the cube, return n. So this returns the cube of the number, and the data type is floating point. Okay, so if I am giving number as 2, I will get here it as 8. Okay, and a cube of number is 8 will be displayed. So this is a simple function, go through it, so then only you can follow the next lectures. Thanks for watching.